Hi guys, Bor here with another Slay the Spire 2 video. This time I'm trying something different. This is not gonna be a full run. I'm just gonna go over the boss fight. I'm at Ascension 7 right now. We're gonna play as a Regent. And this is a Sovereign Blade deck mostly. My opponent this time around is Test Subject. And I'm playing on a beta branch, so some cards may be different if you're still on the normal patch branch. So I was able to find the relic, the chip that lets me mulligan, basically discard all the cards I don't need and draw replacements for them. I was fishing for some extra defense there. Now the main thing about this deck is gonna be using a lot of drawing to find the cards I need, and here you can see it, the Shining Strike. That's a very amazing card. It is actually enchant with gain 3 block when used, but because I have Smooth Stone as one of my relics, it is actually boosted to 4. Now you can see I have caltrops here. That was from one of the events. I gained 100 gold and ancient card. And the cost of this power is actually one higher than it should be. That's because one of my relics is Spiked Gauntlet that gives me extra energy every round, but makes my all powers cost one more. Now I could play Astral Pulse here, but I'm just saving for another uses there. So I have the Candelabra relic that gives me extra energy on round 2. So I decide to actually utilize this to the fullest. I can use the blade and get the 14 block there. So very nice. I misplayed here, should play the other card first to get extra damage, but in the end we use all the energy and we're ready for next round. Now Reflect is amazing here. My opponent gonna kill himself by just attacking me. Now, as you can see, I have some basic block cards too. Gathering Light, very good. Patter, also very nice. Now, as you can see, I have the Conqueror there that would double the damage of my blade. Sadly, I use it early, so no value there. So we do the basic start. Falling Star gives weaken and vulnerable, and then we try to actually mitigate as much damage as we can. I was thinking about using Begun here. I picked this card just to fight some status enemies, and I decided it's probably just better to get more star generation here and remove the defend from the deck, so we will draw 2 better cards all the time. Now again, I draw the Conqueror there. Now sadly I didn't draw any block here or any draw cards, but at least we can use the potion and play Sword Sage, which will basically mean that my Sovereign Blade will hit now 3 times. I opted for extra damage instead of extra forging there, just to be sure to get this phase over, because the wounds are really annoying and can pile up in your deck. Now my Sovereign Blade hits 3 times now, so this makes easy job of the boss here. Also we get extra block from this combo, which is very decent. I decide to get rid of Venerate over here because Shining Strike in hand and I can just use it. Sadly, I should have played Shining Strike before, because without target it's gone in the discard pile. Now, I have the defense here with Spiral, which means, and it's upgraded, so that means it's gonna be 18 block because of the Smooth Stone on top, which is really great pickup there. And there are some options here. I can go for extra forging, and I can go for extra card draw. And then we just try to mitigate as much damage as we can. I don't go for the draw here because Intangible will make my opponent not take any damage. So we just use the basic cards and go for the next turn. Reflect is perfect over here, gives us a local block for 1. And I get the double parry here, which means when I play the blade, it's gonna be a lot of block power, and we're ready for next turn. I'm getting a bit low on life here, but all the things considered, if I'm not get really unlucky, it should be fine. So I play Gather Light just to get extra star here, and that enables me to play the Smith, which gives me 30 Forge, which the setup I have should be more than enough to just one-tap our opponent. Sadly, my HP is getting a bit low, so if I get an unlucky draw, everything will be over. As you can see, Sovereign Blade hits for 80, so we have 240 damage. As long as I draw the blade or summon Fort as I draw here. The only problem is my enemy is intangible right now, so I can't do anything to him. But as you can see, I was able to draw it with the Glimmer anyway, so not a big deal. Now we just need to survive this turn, and then we can finish it in the next one. So I play Glimmer to draw more cards, and I put the Summon Fort on top of my deck, so I will have the blade again. I didn't draw that many cards that give me block here, and he's hitting me for 47. Luckily, because I have double parry, when I play my blade, I'm gonna get extra 28 block. Paired with the 2 cards I have in hand, that should be more than enough to survive to the next round. As you can see, even with the Shining Strike, the star generation was not enough. Maybe getting rid of Venerate was not the best idea there. If I had a good timing, maybe I would be able to use it. And there we go, Summon Fort to bring my blade into the hand, and then we go full Kamehameha on the test subject. So yeah, here is the list of the relics I was actually able to get through the play here. As you can see, double flower, 1 fake, 1 good one. The gambling chip, also very nice, helped me a bit with some fights. Candelabra, extra energy run 2, lets me set up a bit if I get the lucky draw. Then I had some upgrades, Smooth Stone, +1 block, very good. I had to grab the waffles from the fake vendor just to heal and survive. I get some potion, Spite Gauntlets as I mentioned, very good with the Shining Strike. I was actually able to buy Kifuda from the vendor, and having that extra block on cards that usually don't have it was very nice, especially when paired with the Smooth Stone over there. And yeah, Anchor, GG item. And here's the whole deck. As I mentioned, the defense with the Spiral from the event, and some cards I enchant with 3 block. I have a lot of card draw here, and that really helps with the consistency, so that way you can cycle through good cards, and overall the consistency of your deck is just better. And yeah, that's all in this one. Let me know if this format is okay. I'm gonna probably do this for a while until I reach Ascension 10, and then I will probably do the full runs again. But if you have any more ideas or feedback, feel free to drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.